This is the Ohio AgNet from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF and Certain Corn Herbicide. Unleash residual power early to allow for pre- or post-application to attack weeds at their weakest. I'm Ty Higgins. Coming up tomorrow, going to be in South Charleston with Sunrise Cooperative as they kick off their FFA Career Day series. Eric Tipton joins us for the Midday Report. He is president of Ohio Corn and Wheat. I asked him, as far as policy goes, how he would recap 2025.
We've had a heck of a fight on the E15 side of things, and we are so close to the finish line. So, we don't have an answer quite yet, but we continue to work at that, and, we continue full court press on every angle. So I think we're really close on that front. But, some of the wins on the state side, I would say, would be getting some funding for the vomitoxin research and those sorts of things. That hit Ohio hard there a few years back, and it continues to kind of stick out in our minds a little bit for things that we keep us up at night. So that was a pretty big win for us, I would say. So there's some other things on the tax policy side of it that go along with that. So it's a great time of year to be here, a great time to talk about some of the things on our highlight reel.
What are other issues at the federal level that you're working on? I know that there's a lot of rhetoric right now about USMCA and how it maybe hasn't worked for some industries, but some would argue for agriculture it's worked like a charm.
Yeah, we need to focus on what our job is as part of this organization. And part of that is be an advocate for things like how important our relationship is with Mexico and Canada. If you look at the numbers as far as exports go for things like ethanol and just white corn, including we ship a lot of corn out of the United States. So it's a really big deal. It's a thing that we need to be on the front lines to give our side of the coin and make sure that they understand some of the ramifications that can come with messing with that relationship. So
as you and I talk, a little more snow falling, temperatures still a little chilly, but you guys obviously are thinking about spring and getting back out there. As you've worked your way through this off season with these low commodity prices and higher input costs, how has this winter been different from others as far as the way you plan out your 2026 season?
I think I speak for everyone when I talk about how important it is for us to have a sharp pencil. And the scary part of it is, no matter how sharp that pencil is, it's really tough to show a profit. That's the scary part of this. And yes, we have some things coming in that as far as some aid or some those types of things coming our way. But at the end of the day, we need to have a solid trade policy. We need to have a solid market base. We need to not stay up all night wondering what the price of corn or the price of beans is going to be the next day. So this winter's been, I would say, a little bit more of a nervous time frame for, I think, every farmer, not only across the state but across the nation too. So we're trying to cut corners where we can, but it's not in our nature to totally take away from the opportunity to grow a good crop.
Eric Tipton, president of Ohio Corn and Wheat, joining us on the Ohio AgNet. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Let's get a check of the forecast, brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan Martin.
I've got no changes today or tomorrow. Tomorrow looks even warmer than today. Full sunshine, great setup overall. Wednesday, we've got some cloud cover moving in and scattered hit and miss rain showers, especially over the northern half of the state, anywhere from a tenth to a half an inch, coverage around 60% north of I-70. We follow that up with a dry Thursday before rain comes back for the entire Buckeye State Friday and a cool down for the weekend. I'm Ryan Martin.
Ryan, thank you. We'll check the markets and analysis next on the Ohio AgNet.
Attention construction pros. Purple Wave Auction brings quality equipment to your fingertips. Join our bi-weekly online auctions featuring dozers, excavators, loaders, and more. We provide detailed listings, photos, and seller contact info. Inspect online or in person. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Visit purplewave.com today and see why informed builders choose Purple Wave. Transparent processes, real deals. Your next great purchase awaits. purplewave.com.
Farmers, crop consultants, certified livestock managers, and agribusiness leaders. Keep up with the latest trends in agriculture March 10th and 11th at the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference at Ohio Northern University in Ada. Increase your knowledge and bottom line with over 60 presenters. Register for the conference today at cttcohio.com and get exclusive access to videos of the sessions after April 15th. CCA and CLM credits included. Welcome back to the Ohio AgNet. I'm Ty Higgins. Today's market analysis brought to you by Louis Dreyfus Company, excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky. Learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. According to analysts, the corn market was able to post back-to-back positive moves to close a quiet trading week, with resurging quality concern rumors regarding China's corn supply the primary driver on Friday. Other than optimism surrounding a trade deal with China, soybeans showed strength after another weekly decline in conditions for Argentina's crop. The live cattle contracts closed lower as traders weren't willing to allow the contracts to scale higher without first seeing what the Fed cash cattle market was going to accomplish. And it's tough to tell when the downward trend may end for lean hogs as traders are quickly pulling the contracts away from the highs established last week. After Friday's close, March corn up a half cent, 4.31 3/4. Soybeans for March down 4 1/4 at 11.33, and July wheat 5.57 a bushel, down 9 1/4. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Get more of today's farm news, markets, and weather anytime online at ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins reporting. We'll see you down the road.